We know what happened during last night's New York primary, but now we spin it forward. Super Tuesday Part 3, just a week away, and Pennsylvania is another key battleground state for it. SAP CEO Bill McDermott has a little bit of both states in him. He was born in New York, Queens, and SAP's North American headquarters are in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, on the outskirts of Philly. So what does he think of last night's results and how the election will impact business and job creation in America as a whole? Bill McDermott joins me in a Fox Business exclusive. Thank you for being here. It's great to have you.
Thank you, Liz.
Well, what did you think of Donald Trump, of course, a businessman, winning in New York's primary last night?
Well, I would totally expect him to win in New York. He knows New York knows him, and he's got a lot of followership, and he clearly is the best in the Republican race. And I think New Yorkers got behind his vision to make America great again. It's resonated, and he's clearly outpaced his competition and said, you know, I want to make America great, I want to win, and Americans relate to that, and New Yorkers relate to that.
They sure do, but we go a little bit east to Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is coming up on Tuesday for its primary. Your headquarters, it's a German software giant, but your American headquarters is in Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. What are you hoping to see from the next president that will trigger what has been such a slow job-creating growth story for the United States since the financial crisis?
No matter which candidate wins this political race, if you look at the political system, it's a lot like business. You have to digitize the relationship with the citizens if you're running government, just like you have to digitize the relationship with employees if you're running a business. So I think this idea of more trust, more transparency, more involvement in the decision-making. And by the way, why are people waiting in lines anymore? Why are they going through slow growth? There's a big world out there.
Dude, because I got to get into the Foghat concert. Yeah, but I mean, that was then. You're right.
There's a big world out there. And America has done an unbelievable job in information technology. Why is it a company like SAP is growing? If you look at how we're growing, we're innovating.
Well, your Q1 earnings came out, your cloud revenue up 33%. You guys had some great numbers that came out. But from that gut reaction of what you watch, all of these candidates saying, what are they missing?
Well, I think the idea of digital. I think the idea of we have to not make just one country like our own great. We have to make the world great. And I think that, you know, if you listen to the candidates, Hillary Clinton in particular has made that point very well. My point is this. If you look at China, some people say, well, China slowed. China's growing at 6.5%.
Yeah, sure. That
means China actually grows the size of Switzerland this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a lot. When we're in a slow growth position, what do we do to increase growth? You have to innovate. You have to make new products. You have to go into new channels. You have to do things better.
Yeah, like the government really should. I want our viewers to know that we're coming up on a year anniversary of something that happened to you that actually changed your life.
Right.
In an accident, you lost your left eye. You had 1,000 stitches. You almost died. You lost sight in your one eye, but one of the most incredible things I heard you say in a blog after that was, I found that sight isn't insight. You still have your insight.
Right.
What's the number one thing you learned from that experience?
Well, the number one thing is, you know, vision is not only what you see, but it's what you feel and what you make other people feel. So the idea of learning from something like that and making a comeback, you know, this country is great. And the world appreciates people that don't just get knocked down. We all get knocked down. But it's how you get back up again that you'll most be remembered for. So I think in a certain sense, I have the energy of a 21-year-old, but I feel like I've been around 35 more years from having overcome that particular challenge. And lots of people have challenges. But now I want to make the world run better and improve people's lives. And I think one of the ways I can do that with SAP is healthcare. Yeah. You know, the idea of making the patient experience fantastic where people aren't filling out forms. This is what I meant about government earlier. Digitize everything. Make information available to people that are serving your constituents so they can do a better job for them and improve their lives. And technology will play a critical role in that. It'll also play a critical role in growth.
Well, you're here, great, alive, kicking.
Thank you.
We're so happy for it, Bill. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Liz.
You've been a great friend of Fox Business.
Thank you. Great to see you. Great to be back.
Bill McDermott is the CEO of SAP.